All right, guys. Sorry that I'm late. I had a I had a final paper to turn in today, so I finished my semester completely while watching this game, and so now I decided to hop in live. Sorry I'm late though. Only got one in the chat now. What's going on? Am I actually live? Let's see. Maybe I'm not actually live. What's up, guys? Something glitch? It's only showing 1:11. Okay, there we go. What's up, guys? I know I'm late. I didn't start this game on time. I did see Messi's assist, though. That was pretty awesome. Messi can't be stopped, for sure. Not from this planet. Yeah. I didn't catch it when USA played the Netherlands. I didn't really pay attention to how big Van Dijk is. The guy is huge. Messi looked great this game, though. As I was saying earlier, I had a paper to turn in today, so I didn't get to start the stream when I wanted. But as I was turning that paper and I was watching it, and Messi has been really good in the first half, picking his spots. Van Dijk is 6'4". Yeah, dude, he's very tall. Good defender. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. I'll be able to start the whole match. I'm going to stream France versus England. As an Aston Villa fan, I'm just supporting Argentina because of Emi Martinez, the goalkeeper. You're not supporting them because of Messi? Had a good chance there. I'm at the 50th minute right now, or going into the 51st minute, 50-56. Messi just looked like he had a chance, but the ball was just too far in front of him. But yeah, I might even be able to stream both games Saturday, depending on my wife's schedule. Brazil, yeah, I saw that. I saw that the last 10 minutes of that game. I can't believe they gave up the equalizer there at the end. Don't dislike Messi. I'm just most happy when players that play for my club are succeeding. Yeah. Gotcha. You're a former Cowboys fan? Well, I'm still a Cowboys fan. I'm just adding football, and I think that this sport has taken my number one allegiance. But Still definitely a Cowboys fan. But thanks for engaging. But yeah, now that my semester is finally finished and I've turned in my last assignment, I should be free to finish out this World Cup with a lot more live streams. Can't bear to watch NFL anymore. Too many ads. It is frustrating, but I love the sport so much, having played it and having coached it, that I've just learned how to watch YouTube in between. I really do wish we could minimize the number of ads. I understand, like, I like that the game stops and starts. That doesn't bother me. But you don't have to put an ad every time the play stops. The team that won the first game of the quarterfinal World Cup went on, and when it happened, are you talking about Croatia? I don't know. I don't understand this comment, but I'm trying to see. Hey, hello from Portugal. Yeah, Croatia. Yeah, Croatia has surprised me. They look good this year. They have fought hard for every win. Is Messi going to get a yellow card here? Did he hit that with his hand? I don't know. Hoping Portugal wins tomorrow. Yeah, is Ronaldo coming off the bench again? I was surprised that he was a reserve in the last game. I don't know what is happening with my. I'm waiting to see. I uploaded a reaction to Neymar Jr. and it got blocked, and so I had to go edit it again. I was trying to get it up at the same time, like right after they played today. I didn't expect them to lose, but if CR7 bench, Portugal win. Oh, really? Okay. Messi needs one more assist to tie Maradona and assist for Argentina in the World Cup. That's an amazing achievement. As far as the English team, I have some things in the works. So a channel subscriber has reached out to me, trying to get me in contact with the fan account or fan channels of some of these clubs, so that I can start doing some collaborations with them as I study. I watched Welcome to Wrexham, and I really liked watching and just seeing from the perspective of a small community. They're supporting their club. I really enjoyed that. As far as the Premier League, like, I haven't picked yet. I'm not even sure if I'm going to pick a favorite team, but I'm going to watch all of them and research all of them and see if one of them stands out as my favorite. 5-star show. Yeah, it was really good. I also started watching Sunderland Till I Die. I've only seen the first 2 episodes of that, but it's also a really good docuseries. But now that my semester is over and I have about to officially have quit my teaching job, I will be spending a lot of time researching each club and watching, documentaries, looking at the best players to come through the club, the history of the club, the community that surrounds it. PEN. What is this? What do you look? It's a pin. What's a penalty? What's a penalty? I don't know. Confused. I am at the 57-30 point. Penalty. Okay. I didn't see the penalty. Oh, you're in the 72nd minute? How are y'all so far ahead? Oh, that would be why. That would be why. Let me skip ahead. I'm way behind y'all. This must have paused while I was All right. I'm with you. I'm at 71-50. My bad. I missed a whole lot of this game then. I guess I paused it at some point while I was working on my paper. I'm live now. 72. We got a penalty. All right, I'm with y'all. 72-07. Here we go. Messi with the penalty kick. I wish I knew what happened leading up to this, but here we go. Missed a lot for sure. Now, surely he won't miss this one. I saw he missed one earlier in the World Cup. He's got it. 2-0. Yes, I missed a lot, guys. My bad. I'm in there now. The next tomorrow won't be that way. I'll start the stream at the beginning. Sweet. Yeah. So there's the penalty. Okay. I love how he's talking. The goalkeeper's talking, and then Messi. He didn't even have a chance of defending that. What a good penalty kick. He officially took Maradona in goals for Argentina in the World Cup. Wow. Speaking of Maradona, I'm going to watch the highlights of his 1986 World Cup. I have to get that video done, but that's on my list. A little fighting going on. 6 goal contributions in this World Cup. Seeing how low scoring the World Cup is, that is really impressive. These games are often decided by 1-0, 2-0, things like that. Yellow card. All right, Netherlands they've got some work cut out for them here if they're going to try to win this. This is a pretty long stoppage here. I don't know what's going on. Right to the top 5 dramatic moments in football 2016. The most heroic defending skills in football by West Peak Football. Yeah, I can add it to my list of stuff. Let me see. Can y'all hear my broadcast? I don't want to get my stream taken down. Like Gakpo had a chance there. Had to see the Barca comeback versus PSG. Yes, Barcelona, PSG. That's the greatest comeback ever, right? The one where they came back 6-5. I haven't reacted to the match, so I could still react to that, even though I know what happened. Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining. Got 46 in here. I started the stream late, guys. That's my bad, but I'm caught up now. Greatest comeback ever to be seen. Sounds good. I hate that this World Cup, I mean, I'm glad that the World Cup came now when I'm getting into the sport, but I also hate that it fell right in the middle of exams for me because, like, I want to watch every game, but I've had to watch it while doing schoolwork. So I'm glad that I'm finally finished with that and I can enjoy the end of the World Cup. Soccer positions explained. Yes, I do need to look at positions and basics. I'm actually learning. Well, that's not true. I'm learning a good bit from FIFA. I still don't necessarily know all of the responsibilities of each position, but I am learning a lot. Been following your channel for a while now. Great content. Brazilian. Got to confess, I was stunned by our defeat. So was I. That was a stunning result for me. Hope Argentina and Messi go all the way this year. Thanks for commenting, man. Thanks for joining in. I know that was a really tough loss for you. I didn't really have anything invested in my country this year. That not really, but it was tough when we lost the Netherlands. So I can't imagine being the favorite and losing like that. We were heavy underdogs. Messi, I don't know what, Bautista for goals for Argentina in World Cup. All right. Gotcha. All right, we're cool. So now that after today's results, what's the prediction for who wins this year? I think I said France early on, and that's looking good. France versus England. I'm going to be streaming that tomorrow. I think Argentina's got a really good shot, man. They have looked good ever since they lost that first match. Two essays due tomorrow night, and I'm getting sidelined by the World Cup. Yep. That's been my experience right now. I've literally I posted up in the library for all day yesterday writing my final essay. And not yesterday, sorry, on Tuesday. And I was watching World Cup match on my phone, on my laptop while I'm in there trying to write. England versus France tomorrow could well be the match of the tournament. Yeah. I initially want to say I think France is going to win it, but I'm not sure. That could go either way. And I think the World Cup now is Argentina's to lose. Like, I think they've got a real shot at winning it. Croatia is going to be a tough game. They've played every game tough, but I think Argentina could win it this year. I think it'll be the winner of England versus France versus Argentina in the final. I want England to win, but I think it'll be Argentina. Yep. France 5-3 England. That seems kind of high for a World Cup game in this stage of the World Cup. I don't know. Maybe it will be. How long do you think it will take the U.S. men's team to become a superpower in football? I don't know. I think that America's obsession with size and physicality is a problem. Maybe. I think we'll become a pretty dominant team. I think we'll be better next year or next World Cup. I'm expecting to get to a quarterfinal next World Cup. But as far as advancing past the quarterfinals, I don't know. Oh, Netherlands with the score here, 82-20, 2-1. U.S. won't become a superpower as long as soccer is just for rich kids. I actually think that that's a fair point. I do think, though, that the popularity is growing, but I hope so. I hope it will. These final minutes are going to be electric. Yes, they will. So 2 attacking teams, 5-3 is possible. Are you talking about France and England? They both attack well, so you think a high-scoring game? Interesting. What is the highest top speed recorded during NFL games from last season? I actually don't know what the highest is. The highest that I remember seeing was I think Micah Parsons hit 23 miles per hour in a game this year. But I'm sure they get, it's probably 24, 25 miles an hour. They're very fast. Generally, when a country hosts the World Cup, the national team have great results. So maybe U.S. will be better in 2026. That's not true for Qatar. Qatar was terrible. But, yeah, I think the U.S. has a real chance. I think that people will be excited about the World Cup being in the States. And so I think that the U.S. will rally around the men's team, the national team. $84.20 here. Just keep spreading the soccer love. Got 10 mystery soccer jerseys to give as gifts this year. That's cool. Oh! That was almost the equalizer there. Argentina needs to get another goal for insurance purposes. Someone was telling me that 2-0 is the hardest lead, or is supposed to be the shakiest lead that you can have. Loved your video on Wrexham. Thanks. I knew I needed to make a video. As I was watching that show, I was so engrossed in it. I knew I needed to say something about it. The Netherlands coach brought South Korea to the semifinals in 2002. Oh, wow. So they've got a good manager here. Wrexham's highlights are really long and comprehensive, by the way. That's hundreds of hours of their matches on YouTube. Yeah, I found some devoted fan channels that have a lot of footage from the stands. Someone's saying that 2002 was rigged. I have no idea. I know that 2002 is the last time that the U.S. made it out of the knockout round, right? Also the oldest manager in the World Cup, and he is in treatment for prostate cancer. Oh, no, that's not good. Recovering from cancer. Wow. Wait, so Wrexham broadcasts their matches. Is that new? Is that something that the Hollywood owners have brought in? Am I just looking for an English team that you can support, or are you also interested in teams from other leagues such as French, Italian? Yeah, I'm gonna look at one thing that I want to do with the channel is I want to highlight every country and their best and their contributions to the sport because it truly is a world sport that everyone plays. So I'm starting with the English League. That's the one that's caught my interest or caught my imagination immediately. But I'm going to be focusing deeply on the history of each country. So, best Argentinian players or Argentine players, Brazil, going through all of those, the countries who have played the biggest role in the sport. I'm going to look at their clubs and their leagues, things like that. But the English League is what I'm looking at right now. Oh, yeah, I do need to change the score. Thank you. Good reminder. 2-1. I need a better live stream setup. Argentina 2. Oh, we got a fight breaking out here. Wait, what is going on here? Fights are fun. I don't recommend fighting, but they're fun to watch. Yeah. So red cards are going to disqualify players, right? $15 yards for unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah. You get yellow cards. No way this match ends 11 versus 11. You think disqualifications are going to happen? Oh, yeah. That's definitely a yellow card. Honestly, I'm supporting Argentina here, but that was kind of messed up. I can understand why the Netherlands responded in the way that they did. Would recommend England, Brazil, Germany, Argentina, Italy, Netherlands. Those countries have the richest history and the best players. Yeah. And I'm going to go through each country and I'm really going to highlight each community or try to highlight most of the communities around the clubs and then also try to highlight the culture, give some appreciation to each country. 10 minutes of stoppage time. Added time. I asked you because football is diverse. Italy is the nation with the most World Cup wins. Even Brazil and Spain, there's the team with the most champions. Yep. Yeah, I definitely will be checking out the other countries. I've just been so infatuated with the league system in England that I don't know, just trying to figure that out and I know that it's the same sort of in other countries too, but it's so what's the word I'm looking for? Exciting to watch people, just to watch clubs and the communities around the clubs be promoted and relegated. Very interesting. Red card is banned from the game and the game after. Oh, Yeah, so you don't want to get a red card. Yeah, there's 8 tiers, not 4. Yeah, so I thought I had it. I thought I had understood it right. There was 4 professional leagues, and then underneath the 4 pro leagues, you had um, like the other tiers of football. And so Wrexham is in the 5th. They got relegated down right under the last pro league, and they're trying to climb back into the 4th spot. So I think I understood it correctly. I just probably misspoke in the video. 2 yellow cards equals a red card. Sweet. I have not watched any Ultras videos. No. Croatia has been in the World Cup only 7 times and have been in at least the semis 3 times. That is crazy. Yeah, they look good. They look really good. Their goalkeeper blew my mind with the. I thought that Japan was just terrible at penalty kicks, and that's why he saved those 3. But then he was saving them again today against Brazil, and very impressed with the goalkeeper. And 1 non-major national league, and then there's regionals. Yeah. I don't know the English league system perfectly, obviously, but from what they explained in the documentary, I think I understood it. And Dyke with a yellow card. 93. A lot can happen in 7 minutes. We could get an equalizer here, and then we have extra time. Will I ever go to a local match and do a vlog? Yeah. As soon as I know the official schedule for MLS, I will be making a trip. I'll try to be at the home opening of FC Dallas this year. It's about an 8-hour drive for me, but it's not that bad because my family all lives there, and I've made that drive many, many times. Not a problem. Sometimes a lot happens in like 2 minutes after 120 minutes. Yeah. All right. Dutch have a chance here. They got a chance. Good defense. I got to catch up here. Any good conversation about football when you doing a vlog? I want to know real people in USA talking about it. Yeah, I'll definitely talk with fans and see gauge the temperature. What do you think? What did I think of Japan's performance? Man, I was rooting so hard for Japan. I wanted Japan to beat Croatia, not because I have anything against Croatia. I just really like Japan. They were fun to watch. Their fans were super cool for cleaning up the stadium. But yeah. Remember, you can't be offsides from a throw in or corner. I'm starting to have a pretty good understanding of offside. It still is kind of annoying sometimes when you think you have a good goal, but it turns out you were offside. But I think it does make sense as a rule. I think I would not get rid of it as some of my um, American friends want to do. I would change change it just slightly though, because I feel like sometimes they're really strict with offside. Do you want to start playing soccer in real life? Yes. I'm actually in a group now here at my college that we're going to start playing on Wednesdays and Fridays. The We don't have a field or a pitch, but we're going to play in our gym, our indoor gym. So it's not ideal, but I have never even kicked a ball, so it'll be fun to learn. My friend Isaac, uh, he's the pastor at my church. He played soccer growing up for a very long time. Wanted to go play in college, but didn't work out. But he's really good. Indoor football is a mess. Yeah, I know it's not ideal. I have my cleats from when I played American football, and I was hoping that we could find a field to go play on, but instead we're not going to. England actually didn't have promotions or relegations back in the 1880s through 1900s. They used to have elections to elect teams to go up and down the divisions. That sounds awful. I like the new system. If you're playing indoors, you should use futsal ball rather than a soccer ball. What's the difference there? I don't. I'm sure that Isaac knows, but you can develop your skills faster playing five-side or indoor football. Five-a-side. Yeah, we've got 10 guys who have committed to play on Wednesdays and Fridays, so um, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to get in shape. I haven't played competitive sport in 6 years. That's when I last played. One thing that is happening is U.S. type investments. Sorry, I got distracted, but free kick. All right. One thing that's happening: U.S. investment bankers are trying to ruin promotion relegation. That's why they want to start the Super League, which will destroy domestic leagues. Yeah, I saw someone comment that on my Wrexham video, and I think that would be awful. Um, a closed league like the NFL makes sense because American football is such a logistic nightmare to have a club. But they should not tamper with the way that the leagues are right now. All right, we're almost to the end of added time, and what do we got coming up here? Don't tell me we're gonna have extra time again. We're gonna have 30 more minutes of this game. Is that what's gonna happen? Oh, this is huge. How? How did that happen? All right, we've got a game, guys. That was crazy. This is wild, guys. This is crazy. I thought at 2-0, I thought we have I thought Messi had the winner there. Never seen a free kick like that. Yeah. No, I didn't know what to expect there. Let's see. How did that happen? Because I think they were all expecting over and he went under. You see Argentina all leave their feet. Wow. This is interesting, guys. We might see we're gonna have to see maybe some messy magic or a humiliating defeat. So yeah. Definitely was not expecting that. Very creative play. Yep. So we're at 12 minutes of added time. Let's go. What do we got? Extra time. This is a chippy game. I see them. They're still pushing and shoving. This is turning into a riveting game. I actually thought that this was going to be a relatively easy win for Argentina. Messi needs to turn up again. He looked awesome in the first half of the game. Not that he's looked bad recently, but yeah, he needs to show back up. Oh, Messi in an Argentina uniform usually ends up in painful results. Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen. Although I've never experienced one of his disappointing losses. 2014 World Cup final vibes. I need to watch. I need to watch the highlights of every final game. What is going on in this game? Yeah, this is crazy. Are there any last minute twists in NFL like in football? Oh my word! Yes, yes. Just check out the Minnesota Vikings versus the Buffalo Bills game from this year. That game changed results like 4 times in the last 30 seconds of the game, and then it went to overtime, and it was wild. Yeah, so there are often last minute twists like this in NFL. Um, there's a lot of drama that happens in the NFL if it's a good game, but that doesn't happen every week. Most of the time, most games are pretty settled by the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, but a lot of times you'll have it coming down to the last final seconds, for sure. Yeah, in fact, I'm even thinking about if anyone is ever interested in it, adding like a little special NFL breakdown videos here on the side, not as a main focus, but if you guys ever want to learn some of American football, I might do some breakdowns of it. But for the most part, I'm just focused on learning this beautiful sport. I cannot believe that we are tied 2-2 going into extra time here. What are you guys thinking? What do you think's gonna happen here? You think you think that the Dutch are going to be able to capitalize on their comeback, or do you think Messi's going to have an all-time moment? I don't know, man. I don't know what I think. Tottenham versus Leicester City is a game to remember. Tottenham 2-1 down and 1 minute to go, and they did it. Wow, it's awesome. I'm betting on the Dutch. Netherlands wins 4-2. All right. Messi about to go rogue. Yeah, we'll see. Probably going to penalties. See, I was all in on Brazil, and we saw what happened there. I just want France to beat the brakes off of England tomorrow. As an American, you would think that I always root for England to lose, but that's not true. I'm just hoping to see a good game. It's impossible to predict at the moment. That's why we love it, though, right? It was exactly because I definitely wasn't predicting extra time. If it goes to penalties, Argentina will lose. Why is it that some nations are better at penalties than others? It seems like it would be a pretty straightforward part of the game that like everyone practices equally. Um, I don't understand, but it's obvious that like Croatia is really good at penalty kicks. Um, just didn't. I don't know how you train for it. Pressure management. Hmm. Is it more just like a psychological thing? Mind games? Yeah, that makes sense. It's the same way in how like big moments, players who never miss free throws will all of a sudden miss free throws when they crucially need to make them. All right, we're at 91-10 for me. I don't know if I'm behind y'all still. I tend to be a few seconds behind y'all's broadcast. But no one should miss a penalty, even an amateur. Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, you're what is it? You're saying you're 12 feet, 12 yards away, and the goal is what 8 feet by 8 feet. You should be able to make that. Um, if Messi goes out, I'm rooting for England because of Phil Foden. This has been a wild World Cup. Um, I didn't expect Spain to lose. Didn't expect Brazil to lose. I wanted Japan to win, but that didn't happen. The U.S. made it farther than people expected, which was cool. Penalties are more psychological and mental than anything else. Sure, you can train the technical aspect of them, but it's more about who are the coldest players or who is the best goalie. Yeah. Croatia's goalie, he seems, I don't know, I don't know anything about him. He seems to be able to get inside the head of whoever's kicking. All right, Argentina's got a attack going here. Messi with the ball. Pretty good pass. Gets into Our World Cup is going to be so much fun. Anyone who has bad perspective on the U.S. needs to join us for a July 4th barbecue in 2026. Yeah, I don't know when it became popular over here to hate everything about American culture. Um, like, we hate our own country so much over here. I don't. I very much love my country, and I'm excited to have the World Cup here, even if we're not the best football nation. So many kickers will overthink it and start their approach to kick the penalty kick without knowing which way they are going to go because they are trying to read into the goalie's movements. That makes sense. Croatians thought we had a goal there. Croatians grew up in the middle of a brutal civil war. They're hard as nails. Penalties won't faze them. I'm sure that plays a part of it. I think it just comes down to the psychology of the player who's kicking. Yeah, this is fine. I'm okay with this. I love my country, but hate some of the things they do. It just feels like a lot of people have trouble separating actions from actually just supporting your home country. Like, every country has skeletons in the closet and horrible, despicable things that have happened, and also really great things that have happened. So I think that I love my country, even though we have some massive problems. Luka Modric saw his granddad executed when he was a boy. Pretty strong. That's wild. Modric is one of my favorites. I follow him on Instagram now because he very interesting guy, really likable guy. Like, even though I was rooting for Japan, it was hard not to want him to succeed. Really likable guy. Modric, not Mudric. Luka Modric. Yeah. Is there a rolled R in there? Modric? I don't know. I think sporting culture definitely plays a part. Psychology and approach will be greatly impacted by the systems and traditions a player grows up with. Very reasonable take. No one wants to be the guy who lets their country down. Alan Shearer, a striker who scored hundreds of goals in his career. Wow. What minute is it right now? 97:30. Okay, so love your country and own the soccer. It's a term invented by the British in 1870. Yeah, and then they try to make it seem like we're the weirdos. It's actually rather confusing for me because if I'm talking to someone here, I have to say soccer or else they're not going to understand what I said. But also, I'm making so much content on the channel, so I'm saying football a lot now. And so it's rather confusing. I actually prefer the term football. It makes sense. I'm just trying to separate it as football and American football or gridiron football. But 98.20. Yeah, I'm at 98.25 right now. Yep. It's mod as in Discord mod. Mod. And just rich. So Modric is how you say it. Oh, not Modric. It's Modric. I got you. That makes sense. Modric. Wasn't made by the British. A few rich university students used the word because it was a shortened version of association football. Yeah. Yeah, well, didn't rugby, gridiron, and like they all were at one point the same sport, and they kind of evolved and branched off into different, completely different sports, but they all had the same origin, if I'm remembering the history correct. What's the difference between American football and rugby? Main difference is we wear armor, which is not because we're weak. It's because we have more violent collisions. You hit people full on, full speed. The ball is thrown forward in American football. The ball is never thrown forward in rugby. There's a lot of differences. It's similar in some ways, but in a lot of ways, it's not similar at all. Europeans call rugby hand egg. Yeah. My nephew plays running back for his high school football team, and his friends thought they could play rugby. They got last place at attorney in Houston for rugby. Yeah, rugby it's a different sport, and I think it requires different skill set altogether than American football. I think in some ways rugby is more brutal than our sport, but the hits are definitely harder in American football because you're running full speed into each other, and you're actually using the armor that you're wearing to deliver the blow. All right, free kick from Argentina. Get the ball back to Messi. I don't know who he was passing to. There's a town in England that still plays medieval football. What is medieval football? I will definitely do a video about this. That is intriguing. What time am I at? 101:38. Messi just had a free kick, and Argentina lost possession. It's called the ball game. It's very violent. Is it a fight to the death? Do we have a guillotine at the end of it? I'm just kidding. Wait, let me get to Connor here. I played American football, rugby, and wrestling. The hits are way harder in football than rugby. Yeah. Yeah, the hits are intense. That's one of the reasons I love American football, because I have the physique to deliver very hard hits, and it's just there's a feeling to it. It's fun. It hurts, but it's fun. But rugby is also, at least professional rugby, looks extremely brutal. Only rule in the ball game is you can't kill people. Okay, gotcha. There are no rules in the ball game. They used to fight to the death. You can't kill anymore, though. Wait, so people still play it? I'm gonna definitely look this up for sure. More concussions in American football than rugby or Aussie rules? Yeah, and they're trying to fix that. Really are trying to fix that, but it's because for so long we thought, hey, we've got helmets on. Why don't we run our head directly into each other? Am I into boxing or sports of that nature? on the surface level, yes. Like I know some boxing history. Um, you know, I think that Mike Tyson was one of the best boxers I've ever seen, but I still say Muhammad Ali is the GOAT. Um, I've watched a handful of boxing, uh, but I don't follow it up to date. So I know more boxing history than I know current boxing. Basically, I enjoy it though. How do I like the game? Did I watch the full game? I have. Well, I missed a large chunk in the middle because I thought I was at halftime, and apparently I had missed like 20 minutes of it. But I watched the whole first half, and then caught up toward the end here. Yeah, CTE is a big deal here. We've had several NFL superstars end their lives because they were dealing with severe mental problems because of their concussions. Yeah. Did I watch the Brazil game? I watched the end of the Brazil game. I've been working on my last class of the year for college. I would say rugby requires a lot more skill than American football. Technique every player requires to move the ball side to side. I don't know. To me, it'd be hard to compare. There's a lot of skill required in American football. Just depends on what part of the game you're talking about. And like I said, I don't know rugby well enough to know, how to compare it. But I would say, as far as skill goes, you need skill in both games. Yeah, there's definitely skill involved. Um, my channel is not devoted to American football, but I could demonstrate in a couple of videos some of the different things that like people don't maybe they don't understand because they've never been involved in the sport. Um, there's a lot of skill involved there. It looks chaotic if you don't know what you're watching. It looks chaotic for sure. I don't follow football. What did they do about that problem with the concussions? They've just started changing. They've made rule changes. There's no more helmet to helmet contact. That's a massive flag, and you can even get ejected for helmet to helmet contact now, and even incidental helmet to helmet contact. If it wasn't, used to be, you couldn't intentionally target with your helmet. Now, if any helmet to helmet happens, it's flagged. Number two sport. Wait, what's my number two sport? My number two sport actually is probably American football because I think that football is my favorite sport. I think it's close. Beyond just football and American football, my next favorite sport would probably be basketball. Yeah. When did I start watching? I started late. I had a paper to turn in, so I thought I started at halftime, but I actually started around the 70th minute. So I've been going for an hour. Does American football have the organized crowd referee rule? I don't think so. I don't know what that means. Where like the crowd gets to make a no, we don't do that. In the same way, a lot of Americans think soccer is boring since they don't understand it. A lot of people who don't really understand American football don't see how technical and tactical it can be. It's extremely tactical. I coach. I'm an offensive coordinator, and designing plays. I spend 20 hours of the week going over the opponent's film, looking at the way that their defensive formation lines up, and then drawing up plays that will beat their defense. And like you have to know each player is numbered, each gap in the field is numbered, and you have to know which techniques the other players like Like if a defensive lineman is a 5 tech or a 7 tech, like there's a lot of, it's mathematical. There's a lot of tactics that are involved in American football. That's why we have to stop after every play, because you're resetting. Let me see. Yeah. And and I understand the criticism about the game stopping so much. That's the reason why I think that football is now my favorite sport. I love the free flowing nature and the beauty of it. I love this game, and the fact that it doesn't stop. The fact that like I've been streaming for about an hour and we've been to commercials one time. I love that, and so I can understand why someone who this is their main, sports. I can understand how they have trouble watching American sports, which have the stoppage. But I mean, I guess I grew up with it, so it doesn't bother me as much. Aggressive chess. I love this. That's a great comment. American football is aggressive chess. Yes. Chess with the risk of concussion and broken bones. Probably one of the best live chats I've been in. Everyone respectful and no spammers. Yeah, it's been this way every time I've live streamed the World Cup. We had a few spammers get involved in the last one, but for the most part, this is a good community. Everybody's really respectful here. I try my best to make sure that my channel is celebratory and not super critical. Like I criticize American sports on my channel, but I also don't hate on them. My channel is not about hating or putting down other sports. It's just I really want to appreciate a sport that the whole world loves. Do I have a favorite player on the Netherlands side? Van Dijk. He's tall. He towers above the other team, and he's a great defender. Gakpo is also good. Those are the only two I know. So, for me, I love American football because the tacticals and clock management of the game. Yeah, it's definitely after the 2-minute warning, it's like I said, or like someone said, chess game. Criticism is great if constructive. Exactly. In fact, one of the things I'm loving about this is that I'm learning things about how the rest of the world plays sports. And I'm thinking, man, our sports can be so much better if we incorporate these principles that other people use. So yeah, my channel is not about bashing other sports. It's just about learning. That's why I called it Luke Sports Academy, because I wanted to learn other sports outside of my comfort zone. Messi, a little too much on it, too much power. Aussie rules football is also intense. So years ago, someone told me about Aussie rules football, and I watched some highlights of it. I still don't understand the rules, but it's definitely very interesting. It looked a lot like rugby, and also looked a lot like, football with the field goals, but I don't understand the game completely. Gridiron football and baseball seem much more fun to play than to watch. Baseball for sure. Baseball is fun to play. It's fun to hit a baseball with a bat. It's fun to run the bases. Everything about baseball is fun to play. But and I did play. I played a little baseball in high school, but I hate watching baseball. I cannot stand watching baseball. Going to a baseball game, like actually being there with the crowd, is kind of fun, but it's such a long game, man. It's so long. And long periods of nothing happening. You think like Americans think that soccer is boring because we never score. Well, I don't understand, because we never score in baseball, and it takes 10 minutes for one player to finish his at bat. So I love playing baseball. It's a good sport. the American pastime, it is not fun to watch. And there I went, bashing on other sports. I would love to see a vlog of you watching FC Dallas in their stadium. Yes, I'm so excited. I've never been to a football game. I mean, I've been to American football games, but I would love. That's the plan. Go witness it from the stands. Prediction on the final. I think it's going to go to penalty kicks. Although it looks like there was a good attack by the Netherlands. Had a yellow card. That looked like a good tackle to me, though. I'm at 111.30. Is baseball like cricket? I don't know anything about cricket. It looks similar. They use bats, but Test cricket lasts 5 days. There's only been one game in Major League history that lasted more than 1 day. No, they normally you go to extra innings. They normally, end after 10, 11 innings. I've recently fallen in love with baseball a bit. It's like meeting a beautiful girl with a lot of problems. You can't help but want to help them. Baseball is, I get it. It's the American pastime, and it can be fun. The World Series is always fun. But I don't enjoy watching it particularly. It's just not my preference. I have a lot of friends who do. I support the Texas Rangers, and I like going to Texas Rangers games, but there's 162 games in the year, and it's just a slow game. So it's not really my cup of tea. I don't know the difference between baseball and cricket. I don't know much about cricket. FC Dallas Stadium is so nice, and the Hall of Fame editions are great. Really, they have all 4 Women's World Cup trophies on display. Am I right? So I'm trying to learn about my club, but I believe that FC Dallas has one of the best like academies for young players. Because I heard that the FC Dallas under 15 or their 15-year-old team beat the women's national team. Like our youth program seems to be really good. Most popular American sport globally, probably the NFL. Maybe the NBA. But I think the NFL is probably the most popularly watched. I mean, it's definitely the most money-making. The NFL makes like astronomically more money every year than any other sports league. NHL, maybe. Yeah. I don't know anything about hockey either. I'm going to start watching a little hockey on the channel eventually. But right now I'm too obsessed with football to venture into other sports. Yeah, basketball is definitely huge. You should learn about Leagues, Cup, and Conca Champions if you want to follow FC Dallas. For sure. No one watches rugby outside USA. Huh? So basketball is most popular worldwide, or boxing? We don't even play rugby in the USA unless you're talking about the NFL. But I definitely think the NFL is actually popular worldwide because they're starting to play NFL games in other countries every year, and they're packing out stadiums. Yeah, this game is good. I think it is popular depending on where you're at. So like Germany had an NFL game this year. It's very popular in Germany, especially because we had NFL Europe, which existed in Germany. So I think in Germany you've got fans of the NFL. But you're probably I'm probably right as a whole. Most nations probably don't care about American football. Um, wait, thought we had okay. I thought they scored off that corner, but it was really close. Do you think football will be more widespread if it is more accessible in the U.S.? Yeah, maybe. I think that what's going to make it more popular here is just successful, successful men's national team. I think if kids are watching the U.S. team play World Cup matches and they're seeing them play well, I think they'll be inspired to play the game. I don't think that. I think they'll, it'll grow because of watching the U.S. be successful. Whew, that was close, guys. That was close. I'm at 117.06. Yeah, football definitely has the most fans. Definitely has the most fans. This is, uh, I've been blown away by the amount of support for this sport that I've seen. Definitely the most popular sport in the world. Um, yeah. Wait, before Brazilians are watching more NFL than before. I became a Seahawks fan in 2019. I think the NFL has a pretty good plan right now for its its international expansion. Um, they're focusing on Europe right now, but I think it'll get more popular. Here we go. Wait, my bad. In football, everyone is moving constantly. You have to be focused all the time to know where to be and what to do. You have more freedom. I think American football is easier from this point of view. I think you're onto something. I think that football requires more instincts than American football. In American football, you're pretty much running a set play. There are times where the play breaks down and you have to improvise, and at that point, it requires instincts and chemistry and things like that. But I think that you are right in one sense. That since this is moving constantly, you have to be focused at every second. That's what makes this sport my favorite right now. In American football, if you out game plan the other team and you out prepare by watching film, you're going to win the game. Like a lot of times, it comes down to who was more prepared for their opponent. In football, it seems like it's more important which team plays together as a unit, like which team it has the best chemistry. You can prepare, but you can't prepare for every scenario in football like you can for American football. Messi missed. Thought he had it. The instinct in American football comes from changing the play, realizing the defense's plan too. Yeah, there is a lot of pre-snap, like before the ball is snapped, but that's mostly directed by the quarterback. So the way I think of it is American football is more like a country going to war. You have a battle plan, and then you have a leader. So you got the general on the sidelines, but then you have the quarterback who is leading his team on the attack. So it seems a lot more like actual warfare. Yeah, just hit the post. What a close kick. Tottenham have an American football field as well as a football pitch. That's cool. I guess with the with the NFL playing in England or London every year, the sport is starting to grow popular there. Some years ago, some NFL heads has visited my city, Sao Paulo, to see if we can host an NFL game. They're trying to expand into, like, I think next year there's going to be 6 international games. This year we had Germany, London, and Mexico City. We're going to penalty kicks, guys. Penalty kicks. When it was 2-0, I was like, Messi's going through. And now I'm not so sure. He's going to come down to penalties. Football and rugby, from which American football actually started from war aftermath, so I'm close. It definitely makes sense. It, like, a lot of the best coaches get their philosophy for the game from, like, military battle planning, like West Point. There's some American football leagues worldwide. I think the NFL could create something like an international championship. I think so. They've tried it, but until you get countries playing the sport at the youth level, I don't know. The logistics of having a American football team is ridiculous. The amount of expense that goes into, funding the sport is wild. Like, there's a thing called a 5-man sled, which we do to train our offensive lines. My school is a small school, and we couldn't afford to buy that this year. That thing costs $10,000 to have a 5-man sled. It also cost us $10,000 as a school because we have to pay for, insurance and equipment, helmets, things like that. So one thing the NFL is doing is promoting flag football, which is actually pretty interesting. But it's not the same. NFL US indeed trying to promote NFL leagues abroad. Yeah, for sure. A lot of the World Cup attendance records were set in 1994 when it was in the US. A lot of them still stand. We will break all of them in 2026. I think it'll be well attended for sure. I'm going to go to the games in Dallas. That's interesting because I thought all Texas schools had more funding than some universities because they get incredible facilities and stadiums. Texas schools do get good funding, but I live in New Orleans, so I'm from Texas. My family all lives in Dallas, but I'm going to seminary in New Orleans, so I live in New Orleans. I'm from Dallas, but yeah, my little school here, not very well funded. Coin flip. So what do they decide with the coin flip? Do they decide who goes first, who kicks first, and which goal that they're going to kick into? No spoilers. Yes. All right. Well, there's no time. We're at Van Dijk is up first. All right. Best game of the World Cup so far? It's definitely become that. Two games today both go to 2 games both go to penalties. All right, Van Dijk, let's see what you got. Good save. Excellent save. All right. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to switch. Give me 1 second. I'm going to switch the comments off. So I will join you guys again after these penalties. That way I don't see spoilers. So y'all can still comment, but I'm not going to be looking. All right, Messi, here we go. Oh, my. Messi scored one earlier. This is big pressure. Pressure moment. Great penalty kick. Wow. He hit him with the intense like build up and then just a soft little shot into the other direction. I love that. What a good kick. Good stuff. All right. Are you not entertained? All right, I'm going back off. Comments are going back off. Save. Good save. Wow, I thought, okay, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. But everyone was predicting that the Dutch would have a better penalty kick outcome. I mean, it still can go. It still can go poorly. But those are two great saves by Martinez. Didn't someone say that they support his club? It's exciting. All right, Argentina. I can't see the name. Perez. Good goal. See, I thought the keeper would get it, but he snuck it right past him. 2-0 on the penalty kicks for Argentina. Very entertaining game here. Martinez is Aston Villa. Yeah, someone in here said that they supported Aston Villa, and that's why they were going for Argentina. All right. Comments are being hidden. Back over here. All right. The Dutch are on the board. It's 2-1. I got to admit, I'm being a little petty. I don't want the Dutch to win. I wanted to beat you guys in the knockout round. All right, comments off. Argentina's up. Another score for Argentina. 3-1. These the faces of these fans, man. Argentina are completely they're in Netherlands' head. You know, you see them, they're pumping up the crowd. The crowd is into it. They're completely in their head. All right. So right now we need the Dutch can't miss, and you're going to need Argentina to miss. All right. 3-2. It's not over yet. All right, 3-2. Argentina's got to make one of these next two, and Netherlands have to make that last one. If they, what happens if you tie on penalty kicks? Do you just do more penalty kicks? Missed by Argentina. They just keep shooting. I got you. Comments off. 3-2. This is actually going to be tight. This game has been so unpredictable. The Dutch have to make this one. Wow, there's a lot of pressure on this kick right here. And he does. 3-3. What is going on? Yeah, this is crazy. What an entertaining game. We got a yellow card. Who's that? For the bench? Okay. All right. I don't know this guy, number 22, but I like him. He looks focused. He's got a cool haircut. This is a very important penalty right here. Argentina's through. Boy, that ended in such dramatic fashion. Wow. What kicker I'm on? They just won it. That was 4-3 on penalty kicks. That was what an intense penalty kick. So I've seen now 3 games go to penalties. I saw Croatia versus Japan. Then I saw Croatia versus today, Brazil. And then this one. So far, on both of the other ones, Croatia just dominated it. This one was the closest penalty I've seen. Very exciting stuff here. Argentina got lucky. Yeah, that got closer than it should have been there at the end. Just like the weight of losing at this point. You just see them weeping. This game just means so much. And I don't know, when the USA will get to that point. Because when we lost against the Netherlands early on, it was hard to watch, but like I think that we all just thought, oh, good job, USA. It's devastating for them at this stage. So we're going to have Argentina versus Croatia. That's going to be That's probably going to go to penalties as well because Croatia likes to go to penalties. I wonder what the average height distance is between Argentina and Netherlands. Netherlands are definitely taller. What a fun man! When I turned this stream on, it was 2-0, and I was thinking, oh, this is just a walk in the park, easy game for Messi to win, and then it turned into a wild ride. Netherlands is the tallest country in the world, and Argentina is one of the shortest. Fun. Good win for Argentina. Football heritage. This is exciting to watch, man. Exciting to watch. So, I plan on live streaming France versus England tomorrow. Possibly might be able to watch the Portugal game too. I'll definitely be watching it, but I might be able to live stream both. But man, this was fun. This was fun. Why do you think it would be easy for Argentina? Netherlands is one of the strongest countries in the world. Well, I didn't think it would be going into the game. I didn't think it was going to be easy. But when I started streaming, it was 2-0. So I thought, oh, all right, Argentina's obviously dominated the game. So that's why I thought that. I didn't doubt them going in. Thanks, Luke. Love the community being built around the channel. Yes, it's been very fun. Thank you for Michael is one of our channel members. You guys, if you want to check that out, that'd be super awesome to have more of you in there. I plan on doing some content that is specific for the channel members. Just to thank you guys for your support. I don't know. I still have some ideas. I think I might do some Ted Lasso reactions, things like that. But yeah, I love the community that's being built here. It's been very fun. Hope to see you live streaming Portugal tomorrow. I might, if I do, it might end up being that I stream the last half of it and then I just stream all the way through until the France game. But I don't know. Maybe I'll stream both. It'll be fun. Glad this is my first World Cup experience. It's been fun, and I'm glad that that my first time around the USA team was at least a little exciting and not a major disappointment. NCAA Women's Championship was amazing. Yeah, so I didn't realize, like I said, Isaac, he's the pastor at my church that I go to. He's a Florida State fan, and he's all about soccer. He loves it so much. And he was telling me about the women's championship that just happened. US has 5 to 6 steps to go, but slowly they are getting better. Yeah, agreed. But I am hopeful for the future of the sport here. Look at the fans in Argentina back home watching the game. Wow. Hi from France. Hey, thanks for joining in. 118 people. I'm gonna hang out for a couple more minutes and then I'm gonna hop off. But thank you guys for joining and watching the game with me. See you on the next stream. Yes. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, I didn't announce it. That's my bad. I was finishing an assignment for my last class of the semester, and I wasn't sure if I'd be able to finish it in time. And by the time I got it submitted for my professor, it was what I thought was halftime. So I decided to stream. Turns out I was like 20 minutes behind, but we caught up, and I still got to see the end of the game, which was awesome. Yes. The game was great. I watched the first half while I was turning in my assignment, and that was exciting. Messi had a great assist in the first half. He looked really good in the first half. And then, he played a good game today. Thank you for the super chat. Yes, absolutely. Great game from Messi. Am I going to watch club football when it's back on? Absolutely. I'm tuning in as soon as we get, club football back. I'm tuning in to keep up with it. Not just the English League, but that'll be the one that I'm interested in the most right now. Are you talking about the World Cup in the USA? It's only sad that the fields they are going to be using are for football. They will have bad sight lines, I guess, because of the tighter field. Maybe, but they can bring different fields out there for sure. Going to Dallas for the matches next year. Dallas matches. As many as I can. I'm going to make it. I'm going to try to take a trip for the first home game in Dallas. So that will be. It's about an 8-hour drive for me, which is not horrible, but also not something that I can make every game. But I will try to make a few for sure and do some vlogs of my experience at a football game. Definitely going to be watching because I'll be watching them on Apple TV. I believe that's where 8 hours. Yeah, that's something I'm finding. 8 hours is not horrible of a drive for me. I make it relatively often to go see my family. I just did it a couple weeks ago. I'll leave here at like 3 a.m. and I'll be to my family's by noon with one stop for gas and stuff like that. And so, it's not a fun drive. It's not a fun, but I still make it. Matches will be shown on Apple TV, I think. Yeah, I'll be watching. I will purchase Apple TV if it's necessary so that I can watch FC Dallas next year. How many star quality players play in MLS right now? I don't know. This is my first year to pay attention. Looks like we're getting better, MLS, but I know a lot of aging stars come to the MLS to play for us. Yes, this was a great game, guys. I definitely enjoyed watching this for sure. I thought, when it was 2-0, I thought I thought it was going to be easy. Then it turned out it wasn't. I learned some new things. I learned that it's Modric, not Modric. So that's a correction. There are plenty in MLS, actually changes every year with people going to Europe and Europeans coming over. Yeah, I was surprised. Michael requested me to watch the MLS final from this year. And I was surprised Gareth Bale plays in the major leagues here. I was surprised to see that. Did I watch Brazil, Croatia? I watched the last Um, the last like 20 minutes of the extra time at the end. So yeah, I saw the end of it for sure. All right, Messi will play in the near future in the MLS. I heard some people linking him to Miami, like he might come play in Miami. Why don't you come play in Dallas? It's fun in Dallas. We'll treat you real nice. I'm actually excited about becoming like supporting FC Dallas because I've heard that their academy is really good. They've developed some good players. They had Jesus Ferreira, who he actually got to play against the Netherlands. Not a great game, but he came up through their academy. So Miami is a mess, but Beckham is there. Oh, is that why? Okay. I need to, when I'm doing my English research and looking at great English players, I will need to check David Beckham out. There for a while, I heard people talking about him like he was the greatest in the world, but I don't think many people say that now. So Miami has been, wait, are you saying Miami has been penalized for cheating? I don't know. This will be my first year supporting, and so it'll probably be my first year diving into all of the news and drama that surrounds the league. Best playmaker ever. Those are big words. Those are big words. I'm Swedish and I don't like Zlatan, so I don't know how that. I did a reaction to Ibrahimovic, and might have been my favorite video I've ever watched. And then in the comments, people were constantly saying, "This is the worst compilation of him. This is not a good video of him." And I was over here like, that was a stunning video. It was one of my favorite ones that I've seen. Uh, Messi was unplayable. What are we talking about here? Yeah, the video I saw, it was like a compilation of like his 10 greatest goals. Um, I chose that one because I had I had a very little window of time that I could record, and I was trying to get. I had got several other reactions done at that time, so I chose that one because it was shorter, a little shorter, but um, it was unbelievable to watch. All right, I'm not going to get into the drama with Swedish fans and Zlatan. That seems like something that I will steer clear of. Because of his ego? I got you. Yeah. Spaghetti Man. Thank you for your support on the channel. We got another channel member here. I love Messi, but to be honest, I rooted for Netherlands toward the end. The Argentinians were so rough and unsportsmanlike. So here's the thing. I was rooting for Argentina too, but there was one of those fouls, the yellow card, where with the first time the brawl started to break out, I was like, that was a little. I need to change the score. Why you guys let me go on so long with the 2-1? Anyway, but yeah. All right. Well, I almost never see Amar. You mean Neymar? I don't know. I've never heard of this player. I have a video that's gonna come out soon. That's very embarrassing for me, but it's basically it was me trying to test myself on how many footballers I actually know of like the top 100, and y'all are gonna really y'all are gonna really freak out when you see it because there's many of them that I don't recognize them. I don't even know. Like they show me this picture and I'm like, don't know. It's pretty embarrassing. All right. How do you compare the drama with American sports? Um, it felt the same as a big game feels here. There's a lot of drama in playoff games in American sports, like an NBA Finals game, or if the team that you're rooting for is in the playoffs, it's very dramatic. I like when the Cowboys are in the playoffs. I'm probably going to live stream the Cowboys playoff game this year. If any of you guys want to watch me yell at my TV and sweat and cry, probably that's going to happen. Those playoff games are really dramatic here, but yeah, this was the weight of this is way heavier than the drama in our sports, because the drama in our sports center around winning the championship, and it's brutal when you lose, but that's as high as the stakes go. Like with the World Cup, like your whole nation is riding on your shoulders. So a little different, but not Neymar. Pablo Neymar is an Argentine attacking midfielder. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Wait. This is a good comment. All right. Now we talk so much about how we don't like the stoppage in NFL games, but NFL game drama in the playoffs is intense because the games are so tight in the playoffs, and the commercials stop, and you sit for another 10 minutes stressed out about what's going to happen. And so like there are times where we're in a tough situation and we've got to have a successful drive and the play keeps getting stopped. And so in my head, I'm reliving the last play that just happened and I'm trying to think from a tactical standpoint how I would attack, um, you know, and so I have to sit there for 10 minutes stressed to the max waiting for my team to take over. So yeah, if y'all want to see me lose my mind, I will live stream a Cowboys playoff game this year. But also, it's every 4 years. Yeah, the weight of this is definitely. It's not. You can't compare the weight of NFL games to a World Cup game. Game was rigged. All right. You can always try for the Super Bowl next year. You'll have to wait 4 years for the next World Cup. True. I will make one statement, though. If the Cowboys make it to the Super Bowl, there's a lot riding on that because in my lifetime, I have not seen them win a Super Bowl. So it's 27 years since we've been at the top of the league. And I'm dying to see them have success in the playoffs. But because I was born the year after their last Super Bowl win. It's crazy. All right. We've got Argentina. Good luck, Argentina, in the volleyball cup. Rough loss for you guys. "22 and you've never seen Brazil win a World Cup?" Really, I feel like we talk about Brazil winning the World Cup like every year. I guess they just were dominant in history, but they haven't really won it in a while. Hmm. I've already checked out the technology in football, such as a semi-automatic offside system. Uh, I don't know that I've checked out the technology, but I do know that people are upset about the VAR. They haven't won since '94. '94 was, let's see, I'm trying to think. Cowboys' last Super Bowl was 1995. So the Brazil haven't won since then. 94, yeah, 94 was 3 years before I was born. I am 25. So, oh, they won 2002. Gotcha. I have a question. So why do we spell it with a Z for Brazil, but on their kits it's spelled with an S? Is there a What's the reason behind the different spelling? What do I need to sacrifice for Portugal to lose tomorrow? Um, Probably a CR7 jersey. Okay, I don't know. It's a joke. Brazil with an S is Portuguese. Okay, so it's just a difference in the language. I got you. English is weird is the short answer to that one. That is true. English is a very strange language. Um, we break our own rules constantly. I'm an English teacher currently. I'm about to quit that job, but um, yeah, we always break our own rules. Very hard language to learn. Yeah, I realized that the correct way is with the S because I saw it on their kits, and so I was like, and I know that people spell it that way, but English, the correct way to spell it in English is with a Z, but in Portuguese is with an S, I guess. It's like how Croatia in Croatian is what? Hrvatska? Hrvatska? I don't know. And Germany is Deutschland. I'm always interested in trying to pronounce these things, but it's difficult. It's Brazil and Spanish too. Yeah. In Croatian, Germany is what in the world? I don't even know how to start making the right sounds to say that. In Spanish, Brazil is with the Z. Yes. Deutschland. Yeah. Gotcha. All right. I am going to probably end the stream here. I have some food in the other room that is calling my name. So, United States and Portuguese. Oh, that's the same in Spanish too. Estados Unidos. Yeah. Estados Unidos. The U.S. and American is Merca. Okay. Mexico. Yeah, Mexico. My my grandpa is from Durango, Mexico. Anyway, thank you guys for joining in. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you for all the support on the channel. I like the community that we've built. Thanks for a respectful stream. We had a pretty nice time in here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. For sure for France versus England, maybe for Portugal. Not sure, but I'll see you tomorrow.